I know I had it until I got it. It is actually so hard talking with my voice echoing, but I'm trying to get through this the best I can. But anyway, so we have Great Pyrenees, and let me just say, they're sweet dogs, but boy, I feel like when they just like try and beat you up. It's like when I come out there, she just sees that I'm kind of like just like thin and not and kind of weak, and she's just like, okay, I'm gonna beat you up. That's literally the feeling I get. I guess she doesn't mean it, but that is the feeling I get when I walk out there and see that dog. And even when I try and give her food, water, or anything, she literally like paws at me or jumps on me. And I'm like, I'm out here to give you food and water. I mean, at least show me some respect. That's how I feel. But, and then other day, she's tied up. I know y'all might be like, well, that's inhumane. Well, for Great Pyrenees, I know that breed, it's not best if they're tied. That's honestly probably one reason she's like that, because she's just glad anytime she gets any human interaction. But the reason we can't have her untied is because if she is untied, she will literally wreak havoc. She'll go up on our back deck and paw at the screen door. She'll tear up the garden. And that breed is supposed to protect chickens and livestock. That's one thing that breed's known for, and one reason we got them. She does not do that. Let me just say, she goes and messes up that where we have some chickens. She will go and literally just break open the fence and let them out. So I'm like, well, you're supposed to be like guarding and helping protect the livestock. I get home and go to bed. I think I did some work out on my computer. Go home, go to bed, think it's gonna be a normal night, right? I went to bed kind of late, and I was like, I'm so glad to be in the bed. And I was just like, it's gonna be a normal night. It was not a normal night. I woke up at 3, and I can never have every time I think it's going to be a normal night, it's not a normal night. You know, that's just how it is, unfortunately. Never, never, never a normal night. Like other night, for example, I went to bed, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a normal night. I'm so happy. I just, had that feeling. I get in bed, and this stupid alarm again. Y'all don't see a lot of this because I need to make more videos about it. Honestly, I've kind of fallen off on my channel. I'm not gonna lie, but this system that protects my whole room, the ADT and pasta, went off just randomly other night. Maybe I did something, and I think what I may have done was armed it to, because I arm it to stay each night. I think I may have armed it to away, and that motion detector picked me up. That's up there in the corner. But oh my word! And when that goes off, I don't even have an external sounder, but it like scares the mess out of you. I always get so worked up. I start getting, you get that hot sweat when it first goes off and jars your leg, like something's going on. And I get this hot sweat. When I realized it was that, I literally was this close to throwing the thing through the window. I promise. I was about to do it Saturday. Like this thing, it's high maintenance, believe it or not. But I do not like really any DSC systems on that note. I mean, they're okay, but they are not great systems in my opinion. So I put some heated up this heating pad type thing, which let me say, anytime something involves a heating pad, I know I hate it. I hate it because one, it's just a pain, really. Maybe I'm lazy, but I just hate working with the heating pad. Because one, you got to think, it's just this big old lumpy thing. You put it in the microwave, and one of those ends of that heating pad always flips that turntable and knocks that thing that the wheels of the turntable attached to, knocks that all out of line, and then you got the turntable like all messed up. So it's just like such a mess, really. Maybe I just don't know how to use one. Maybe I guarantee you everyone watching this is better at using a heating pad than I am. But and another thing, let me just say, that heating pad, it smells horrid. I'm not sure what it's made out of or what's on it that makes that smell. it actually bothers me even thinking about it. Like, it smells horrid. I kid you not. The smell is horrid. And, but I'm like, I gotta do something. So I lay on the couch, put that thing on my ear. Probably didn't help my ear just smacking it. Of course, doesn't go away. Heat it up again, doesn't go away. I gotta make this quicker. Boil some steam, still doesn't go away. Or I boil some water to make steam, stick my ear over there to it, doesn't go away. And so I'm like, I'm gonna have to go to urgent care or to the hospital or something. And the pain was just getting worse. I was like, this is ridiculous. Now at this point, I kind of forget what happened, but somehow I managed to doze off. I somehow dozed off, and don't ask me how I did. It was kind of unpleasant for me. Until later, I was like, okay, I gotta go to urgent care. Basically, long story short, they're like, yeah, you ruptured your eardrum. They said they couldn't find the little hole, the little place in it, which is kind of concerning. I mean, the fact that they can't even see the place, but they know it's like deflated. They said it's all angry and red. Well, unfortunately, I kind of know how that part might have happened because I'm not that smart in some ways. I'm kind of I'm kind of dumb. And what I did was I heard my dad saying it wasn't earwax. It wasn't anything related to earwax. But my dad had always told me, he's like, if it's earwax, they go and shoot a stream of like kind of hot water into your ear, and then he said you tilt your head over and the earwax comes out. That was all really he told me. So I thought literally that was how it was. I didn't realize that for people who have that issue, they use a like a vacuum type thing. I guess is how it works. So guess what I do? I'm like, okay, maybe that is it. I about knew 100% it wasn't, but I was like, well, at least rule that out. So I kid you not knowing what the real issue was with my ear, I go into my kitchen, and we have one of those sinks with like the sprayer thing on the end where you can adjust it to different settings. I set that thing to the jet setting, like you use to like squirt like stuff that's caked on pans or plates. I set that thing to the jet setting, leaned my head under there, and stuck that nozzle up to my ear and just shot that jet stream of hot water into my ear. I was thinking the other day, I was like, we are truly fortunate to live in the world we do today, where we have things like this, that we can just go and use those and take those, and they basically make us better or help us in some way most of the time. I mean, couldn't we agree? Yeah, there are times they don't help you. You need something else done. Like I probably will. Tomorrow, I'm probably, if I still don't see any difference, gonna make an appointment with an ENT. But most of the time, most simple things, those antibiotics have helped. And I was like, we are truly fortunate that you can literally just basically take something and get better. I mean, people years ago, they would have thought that was magic. They really would have. It may be magic. It actually may be. I don't know. That pill could just be magic. But again, I sometimes get depressed by what's all going on in our world. But I was like, I'm glad I live here. I'm glad I live in this time of the world. I may not have hearing in this one ear. I honestly have problems with my heart, so I have that too. But again, I was like, I'm glad I live when I do in this time of the world, because truly, we have it so well. Sometimes, as humans, again, when I say that, that includes me. As humans, I don't think we realize how good we have it. But we do. And we have it good because we have Panda Express. I mean, come on. We literally have Panda Express. I mean, that's pretty good. That is good living. But no, Olive Garden is so good. And goes and sticks it in the dryer. I know. I was like, oh my word, when I first heard this. So our base station is literally wrapped in a blanket in our dryer, and man, some of the stuff that happens around here. Well, the problem is where things really started to go wrong is we have our system set to home during the night. It sets automatically at 11 and disarms automatically at 6. Well, because it was in the metal dryer wrapped in a blanket in the far room over here on the end of the house, it didn't get a signal to disarm, understandably. But it had tried, like it said in the app, system failed to disarm in the timeline. Well, he didn't know it. And when they went out to walk our other dog, our Bichon Frise, when they opened the door, somehow they didn't hear the entry delay, even though we not only have the keypad, but a siren beeping. So how they missed that, I don't know, especially with there being multiple people in the house. Not sure how no one called that and disarmed it. But they didn't, and the alarm goes off. Well, about 2 or 3 minutes later, the police had told him they'd be there in 3 minutes. And sure enough, like 2 or 3 minutes later, the little police car comes bouncing down our driveway. And the police officer was like, well, like, what happened? And what was funny was we have video verification turned on our camera, but the camera battery was dead, so they couldn't even check that. So they just come and see everything's okay. Luckily, the officer was pretty cool.